It's Act 7!
Hello everyone. Welcome to Act 7. We've got a nice little Azumanga bracket lined up for you all tonight, and we are just going to jump straight into things. I believe we have a conflict with Yomi Hustle, so I'm just going to have, I believe it was Hyacinth, or no, it's Heelcaster and Juicy are going to play. Welcome, Heelcaster. Good luck. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Wait. I forgot to process check-ins. It's Alex. Well. Where's Alex? Oh, looks like they just jumped right in. Well, we'll get a freebie. We'll pre-stack the bracket. Right. Okay, I think if you two restart, we'll be good to go. Sorry for the last minute confusion, but we are ready now. Okay. So they're just gonna keep playing. Juicy off with a bit of an aggressive start. Looking to make a bridge using his opponent's board, which is always a pretty solid play. Though, Yocaster has a good opportunity to steal that right now, and is going to do so. But their board is getting rather full. They have a hard tuck with these reds, and the orb is unfortunately going to shift to the left instead of the right. Well, Juicy in a really bad spot. That damage just did not show him any mercy. Okay, so we've got one of my favorite starts here. The big red drop here on the left has a lot of potential to just explode somebody. And so Juicy has done a great job of covering up the access point for his opponent. Meanwhile, he still has access to the reds, so he can get the drop for himself. Well, nice attempt at a bank shot. This one is looking pretty solidly in Juicy's favor. Doing a good job blocking off that big red bucket. Really gave him the momentum. Alright, here we have another big red match, but both players are going to actually offset each other. I don't know exactly how the offsetting mechanics work in this game, but if two people make a match at extremely similar times, there is a small window to offset things. Ooh, nice little up dash shot from Heelcaster there to sneak those greens in. Juicy's board getting a little congested here. The Spire on the left side looking relatively accessible, but unfortunately he's very dependent on blues. Oh, and he's just taking critical damage. So Heelcaster is actually going to take the first game. Yep, it is currently it is FT3 until we'll do first to 5 in grands, and Heelcaster is currently up 1. So Juicy, not necessarily a puzzle bobble specialist, but a notable member in the puzzle community, as he is the main guy behind Puzzle Wednesday. I do not know much about Heelcaster, though they seem to at least be familiar with Puzzle Bobble. Ooh, getting purple at an unfortunate time. Really wants to dig this green out, because that purple spire on the left. The slow down stack begins. Oh, and Juicy's racking up some combo potential here. There is a limited combo mechanic in this game. if you make a drop, you'll see the little number appear on either the bottom left or bottom right, depending on which side you're on. That number is how many colors you dropped. It acts as a sort of multiplier on how many orbs you sent. And it lasts for a brief amount of time, so you actually can, if you get a 5, like Juicy just did, and then proceed to make a bunch of small matches, they will all send large amounts of garbage. Alright, I think we're going to stream all of our winners mid-side matches. Losers can play off stream. Ooh, Heelcaster in a bit of a tight spot here. Oh, and they are now left with nothing, nor put an orb. So this is certain death. Game 2 is going to go to Juicy. Alright. Interesting little spire we've got forming here in the middle. No, it is mostly protected for Juicy. One of the drawbacks of trying to create a spire that starts on your opponent's side of the board is that you can't really access it the same way they can. Momentum, however, has shifted heavily in Heelcaster's favor. Juicy needs to do a lot of digging very quickly. Oh no, that's the wrong place to put that green orb. So Juicy is going to get stuck. Could have had a chance to drop part of that, that spire on the right, but unfortunately blocked it off. There are some limited diagonal openings you can sneak through in Puzzle Bobble, but the bubbles in this game are a little fatter than they are in most of the standard Bobble games, so Juicy stealing a little drop off of the right side there, but unfortunately, he's in a very tight spot. Ooh, and that line will end it. So we got a quick game 3. Going to Heelcaster. Ooh, Juicy missing a couple of unfortunate shots, but the fact he got 2 very nice matches, one of which was stolen from Heelcaster's side of the board, gives him a little bit of momentum here. Ooh, makes a great bank shot. Heelcaster's board looking pretty dense, but if they can dig their way down to that big green structure, they may be able to find some action. Juicy getting absolutely robbed by the orb physics there. and we've got momentum shifting. Yeah, Heelcaster's gonna find that green band that I mentioned earlier, and it's going to swing the match in their favor. Alright, Heelcaster finding some good routes through the neutral pattern here. Juicy is just going to have to keep discarding with the other side. However, it's not really working in his favor because these diagonal discards are just giving Heelcaster a lot of material to send his way. And so now Juicy is in a very sticky spot here. And that last bit of damage coming in is going to seal it. So Heelcaster is going to take it 2 over Juicy. Or take it 3-1, sorry, not 2-0. Alright. So now we have Guru Slum. Boy, good old late speak. Keyboard is loud. Sorry about that. Alright, some minor technical issues. Hopefully it does not take much time to fix. HY4, C1, and TH. So, got some action going on already. I really didn't know how to seed this one, so I kind of just left things as they were. The only exception is I moved Alex so that he could stall for a little bit since he's still stuck in KOF 2000. Pretty cool that he runs this event every year, though. Always for a good cause. Speaking of, oh, am I too quiet? Well, I'm not a particularly loud person, so you might just have to turn your volume up a little bit. Though I can make the game a little quieter relative to me. This game does fall by the age-old classic of old games are really loud. And the We all love the cut-ins that you get when you're in the middle of your combo and suddenly you can't see your board anymore. Okay, so they are in. Guru's one is going to be on the right, so I gotta edit that real quick. All right, Sakaki versus Kagura. Kagura is a very interesting character in this game because she has the funny orb in her damage pattern. It's the magical orb that when you shoot it, it deletes all of that color on your side. So the pros of this, there you go, there's one right there. The pros of this are, because there's no center wall, you can steal it. The cons of this, however, are if you just harass your opponent and don't send a significant kill shot with consistency, you can just kind of feed them free magic to downstack their board with great ease. Ooh, nice tuck there from Yasun. Yasun. Sakaki also has an interesting pattern, in that she only sends 3 colors, green, yellow, and blue. So her pattern can be really weird to downstack because of that. Super easy to run into really awful droughts where you just don't get any of the colors you need to get rid of the material she sent you, and then you die because if the pressure keeps rolling in and you're not getting green, yellow, or blue, you're just adding garbage to your own board. However, if your opponent does not keep up the pressure, or you do get lucky and get all the right colors in a row, then your opponent is going to have a very hard time finishing you off because the damage will rubber band very quickly. You can also end up with very funny cases like that massive green blob that Jerusalem had on the top of their board. You can see some enormous drops. So Jerusalem going to take the first game. Another thing that works in Sakaki's favor, though, is even if you do get one of these big drops, because she only sends 3 colors, their multiplier on a big return drop isn't going to be as powerful as it would on many of the other characters. So you do have a bit of reversal protection. She's generally agreed to be one of the better characters because of that. There's generally speaking, there's kind of 2 tiers. Chio, Kagura, and it's not Yomi. Who's the 4th one? Who's the 6th one? Chio, Kagura, and I'm drawing a blank now. oh, Tomo, I think, have pretty pretty milquetoast patterns. They don't offer very much in terms of spectacular offense or defense. And then you have Osaka, who's a general offensive all-rounder. You have Yomi, who's like super aggro, but if you don't keep the pressure up, the rubber band will just kill you instantly. And then you have Sakaki, who is more of a mix of more of a defensive kind of character, because your harassment can be really disruptive. Great steal from Hyacinth there. And that's gonna be a 4-line send that just swings the game. Oh, it is Hyacinth. Okay. Adjustments are being made. So Hyacinth still has the big red match. They just have to dig their way down to it. They finally got the orange. Oh, but the red gets in the way. Okay. Guru stealing that drop, actually gonna help Hyacinth here. Wow, this whole board is held up by a thread. Okay, so there's the first match. There's 2 more lines. Oh, but Jerusalem has some opportunities here. This blue on the left offers a lot of swing potential. Actually, just firing the blue straight up will be a huge match. It sends almost 3 lines all on its own. The weaknesses of Kagura coming into play here, though. This power orb really providing Hyacinth with a lot of opportunities to get out of jail for free. Oh no! Getting a match next to the power orb. Unfortunately not activating it. So Hyacinth is going to lose the round there. So we still have this big red match here. Nobody's seen a red yet. Though I think Jerusalem is going to make it there first, because they're shooting orbs a little bit more quickly than their opponent is. However, now that okay, never mind. The match was bridged for a second there. Alright, and we have the blueberry. That's like a 6-line send. So Jerusalem are going to take this third game to go up 2-1. A lot of so far it's been straight 2-0s every game this set. One of the things that's important to remember about this game is that the starts are all canned. There's like 12 of them or so. I haven't really counted to be exact, but there is a set number of them. It's not random, or it's not true random. So kind of having some predefined game plans on how you want to tackle the openings is pretty important to developing your game plan. Both players in a pretty perilous spot here, but unfortunately, I think Hyacinth is just gonna run out of space first. Getting very unlucky with the pieces that they drew, left them with no more space to work with. Ooh, unfortunate whiffed shot there. But there's still chance to get back to these oranges here. Though the drop potential has decreased significantly. Getting a nice tuck on this blue would be great. We have very strange structure developing here. Bridged all over the place. Jerusalem actually managing to steal a big part of that drop. Unfortunately, this might be the end of the round. Alright. Hyacinth missing the little tuck there on the yellows. Just going to seal them away for probably a long time. Actually, just in general, getting very unlucky with the colors. One of the redeeming factors of Kagura's pattern is that despite having the star orb as like a negative, she also does have the wood blocks, which are only removable by dropping, so they're fairly permanent. Even if they can't kill you, if they drop off the bottom, like they get ceiling pushed down the bottom, they will just fall off the board. But they get in the way, and they don't count towards your drops, so they are pretty much dead weight. We've got a pretty dynamic match going on here, though. The two big blue spires on Kagura Gurus. I wonder if they're Kagura slum specifically for Azubabble. That just dawned on me. I respect it. The dedication to the cause. Oh, really nice bank shot there from Hyacinth, but unfortunately, the stack was bridged on both sides. And then an unfortunate bounce and a 50-50 orb placement just lands a piece of garbage exactly where Hyacinth was aiming. So, Jerusalem is going to take it 3-1. Alright, I'm gonna at my man Bald Haldane. And if he's not ready, he doesn't respond briefly, so we'll move on to my match against... Who am I up against? Oh, the winner of that. So it's going to be Jerusalem. Actually, you know, we'll just play now. Give me 1 second to 1 second to set up the stream. Is that correct? Yep, let's go. I'm gonna rep my girl Osaka. Not a thought going on in that head. So a big part of this game is actually playing fast. Now this is generally true for most Puzzle Bobble games, but the existence of the combo system really exacerbates this, because following up your matches with more matches allows you to really rapidly build up large amounts of damage, because not every match has to be big if you make them in rapid succession. So yellow to purple, blue to green. And that actually didn't end up sending that much. So I'm stealing my drops, throwing me for a bit of a loop here. Let's see if I can get this bank shot. Nope, no dice. You provided me a nice back there to set that shot up. Oh, and I miss a very easy purple. Hopefully this saves me. Oh, kind of. Not really. I'm actually in a really sticky spot here. Kagura's garbage is quite good if you can get it to stick. That's just the hard part. Alright, that's a nice look back there. Oh, ceiling push is gonna kill me. One of the funny things about this game is that since the board is shared, the ceiling push is shared. Alright, I just built up some good momentum there. I managed to get a big swing all at once. So first game will go to me. Put a snipe there. I respect it. We're not getting any material that's easy to work with. Oh, that's some unfortunate placements. Oh. Unfortunately, Guru Slum also gonna have a pretty rough time with the RNG. Oh wow, I just miffed the follow-up on that really bad. Okay, I've got the potential to do something really funny here. Ah. Ceiling pressure going to do in Guru Slum before I have a chance to steal their drop. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna join them on Kagura. That didn't cause a drop. Okay. Oh, killed by the power orb. Drop there. Pressure up. Alright. The power orb staying just out of reach. Oh, we got lucky there. Looking for a red. Oops. Oops, all purples. As good as the star orb is at reversing misfortune, it is also really great at accidentally thinning out your own board and removing all of your own damage potential. Definitely something you have to consider when you're playing as or against this character. Link that spire up so that they can't drop it. All right. Good games. So we are waiting on one Ball Talbane at the moment. I guess we can hop into loser's bracket and watch Guru Slum versus Juicy while we wait for him. Tell Alex to ping me when he's ready. That way we can be good to go as soon as he is. So we've got Juicy on the left, Guru Slum on the right. That makes things easy for me. We've got Tomo and Kagura. So Tomo's a mixed bag. The wood blocks can be pretty strong. But her color pattern isn't really anything to write home about. She's like a slightly more consistent version of Osaka. Juicy definitely picking up the pace here since the last round. Great job getting that bridged connection. Guru Slum running out of space. Juicy is going to take the first round. Alright. I like to call this start the flowers, since it's all these little partial circles with a different colored dot in the middle. This can be an extremely explosive start if one player gets a better read on the opener than the other. But nothing too major this time. Juicy finding some reprieve with the power orbs here. Actually gets a very funny drop. The power orb itself doesn't clear anything, but it was the only thing holding up the stack. The drop in the middle getting cut by the descending board. If you run the stack into the wall, it will simply fall off. Alright, that power orb doing a lot of good for Juicy's board. Oh, these purple orbs are not doing Guru Slum any favors. Oh, and now they're just out of space. So Juicy taking the first game. Fun little pattern on the character select screen. Tomo, Osaka, and Kagura on the left are the three Bonkuratsu, the blockheads, the boneheads, and the pinheads. They're all kind of idiots. And then the three on the right, Yomi, Chio, and Sakaki, are the good students. Fun little organizational tidbit. So yeah, so Juicy just racking up an incredible amount of momentum that round. Finding some funny bounces off the wall here. Okay, burning the power orb on blue, not really getting Juicy much mileage. Oh, and missing that gap there is gonna really put a damper on progression through the board. Okay. Finally finding some color pieces that he can use, though. Juicy's making progress. Down stacking again. Jerusalem's got this big, fat spire on the left, but if you look closely, most of it is just held up by that yellow match. So if... Oh, I was gonna say if he could slip the purple up there and expose those, it would be good, but unfortunately... Oh, there we go. That's an example of the wood block not being able to kill you. Oh no, in the ceiling push. Alright, are we gonna have a race to the, race to Big Red? Oh no! Juicy's whole board held up by these greens. Okay. So not as explosive of a start as you can see on this opener. That big red bucket just gives you so much opportunity to create a massive drop and then follow it up with some ridiculous repeat damage. We've seen multiple blueberries show up on this stage before, especially if one player's large red match gets buried early and then they dig it out with a bunch of the damage stacked on top of it later. Oh, so yeah, Guruslum fortunately stuck there. And Juicy is going to take game 2. Alright, so the two players actually canceling out each other's damage there. Lots of Spire potential here on Jerusalem's board. Unfortunately, missing that sort of tuck with the blues is going to put them in a very bad spot. Okay, so they've got the... Oh, they had the material to get out! But now the reds are buried. Bank shots are scary at bottom board, but sometimes you just gotta go for them. As the battle rages on, a friendly reminder that tonight's tournament is for a good cause. Type !donate to hit up the Matcherino, where you can send off some money to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. They're in a pretty tight spot right now, so anything you can muster would be greatly appreciated. I like the discard up through the center of the board there by Guruslum. Alright, so we have some huge drop potential here. There's so much material on the board. We just have to get access to these reds. Okay. Guruslum doing a little bit of down stacking, so the drop isn't as big as it could have been, but it is plenty big enough to close out the round. Oh, this is another one of those starts that's super explosive. There's so many paired colors. If you can just find the right line with the right pieces, this board can just, like, vanish somebody. Ooh, nice little bank shot there. These wood blocks are horrible. They're just in all the worst places. Ooh, and that Missing that blue is really rough. Jerusalem, unfortunately, going to succumb to the brutal woodblock placements as Juicy advances in the loser's bracket. Alex, buddy, I think I might have to send you into the loser's bracket yourself because you are currently holding things up. I'll give him about 15 seconds to respond, and if he doesn't, we are going to move on by advancing Heelcaster. Juicy talking about some fascinating puzzle game achievements. Tetrachroma Death Mode Marathon. None of these words are in the... Oh, perfect timing. I was just getting ready to give you the boot into losers. So you are going to be up against Heelcaster. Oh, congratulations on the new PC. Oh, it's PC. Yep, just the shoot button. Alright, I don't know where Heelcaster went. They just disappeared. Right. Your opponent has disappeared the second you appeared. I'm not convinced you're different people right now. Oh yeah, I heard that one of the matches ran for like an hour. I do. I have a exclamation point donate should bring up the Oh, it doesn't. What? I just set this up, I swear. Anyway, I can paste it in chat. Feel free to jump into the Matcherino to donate to a great cause. I wonder why Nightbot isn't working right now. So your opponent, I think, speaking of Yomi Hustle, is in grand finals. So I don't know what to do since this is the only method we can play. You can go play a match. We've got time. I'll play an exhibition match against Juicy in the meantime. right. Why didn't... I wonder why Nightbot isn't working. I haven't run Nightbot in so long. Puzzle Bobble 3. All right, we're gonna get creative with our exhibition match here. Get ready to see some Sonic Blast, man. The small bracket struggle, where every match is held up by every match is held up by one person. Oh boy. Everything looks so small. Okay, there we go. There's my yellow. Have fun with that one, Juicy. Well, this isn't good. I could really use a yellow right about now. Oh, I'm dead. Greed is not always good. Sometimes your base instincts get the better of you. Um, wow, perfectly synced. I'm not getting any of the colors I need, though. Sometimes you just throw 15 orbs and don't get a blue. Oh, I'm missing all of my bank shots. This is a rough tuck. Okay. This is such a clusterfuck. Alex being in so many brackets, so many crossover events. Screwy greed. Oh, I missed the bank shot. We're gonna not die. Okay, we lived. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Okay, bub. If nobody got me, I know you got me. However, I don't got me. Okay, never mind. I got me. That was an unfortunate miss. as soon as Alex returns, we can resume. He is currently playing in VSAV, I believe. I've never been much of a Capcom gamer, so VSAV never really fell into my wheelhouse. But as an anime game player, I have great respect for its heritage. A lot of Oh, are you ready to go? Okay, so we're gonna hop over to your match. You're both good to go. Yep. You versus Heelcaster. And the winner of this plays me. Alex is on the left. Which is exactly how I had it set up. You are good to enter on spectating. Nothing a quick test game can't fix. Oh, okay. No dice? Oh, yes, your opponent does need to move. Or wait, no, you're player one. Maybe try having them challenge you. Were you set to like keyboard or something? Oh. Oh. Okay, so all right. All right. So challenge again. Spin you guys around. Caster now on the left. There we go, it updated. Okay. Big drop coming out of Heelcaster right off the bat. I like the Osaka Ditto. And Alex sneaking in one last match before the timer runs out. Gonna get a pretty solid hit out of it. Alright, so both players at a pretty neutral point. Not much material on board, so it's going to be about who can piece together an attack first. Osaka's pattern, very deadly. The little bubbles with rainbows in them turn into whatever color you match next to them, so they can be extremely explosive if left unattended for too long. Oh no. Oh no, the tuck did not work. So Heelcaster going to take game 1. Fighto. There's not a thought behind those eyes. Oh, I'm buffering. Fight just went quiet, but it was just the Flycast classic. Unlike FB Neo, where you kind of you almost spectate the match in real time. Flycast kind of has you watch the replay as it's created. Every once in a while, it needs to buffer. I don't know exactly how it works. Blue Minder is a magician who makes the impossible possible. Alex hitting a really nice bank shot there. It has quite the spire on the left, but either player could take it. It's going to come down to who gets a green first. Alex cutting his losses early. Oh, the yellow getting sniped. Still no green orbs have entered play. We are quite deep into this game, and it is almost... Okay, there we go. The first green orb. And this is why Sakaki's pattern can be so powerful, because her pattern's only 3 colors. You can't clear it by just without getting all 3 of them. And anything else you get will just bury you. And sometimes the infamous Daioh RNG will just say, you're not going to see that color today. Ever. I like both players kind of playing around to this center spire, bridging things back and forth. Oh no! Unfortunately, the bank shot not going in Alex's favor there. Came in a little too shallow and caught the bottom of the stack instead of landing on top of it. So Alex has pretty thoroughly blocked off this this big red match. Oh, can he get the... Oh, he doesn't go for the bank shot. There was a bank shot opportunity there for the orange, but it would have been a tricky one. We've got some very uncomfortable spires looming over Alex right now, as he's running out of space. Okay, but he's gonna find this orange, and this could be a big momentum swing. Oh, but the reds aren't visible to Alex. The lack of a wall on the left is going to prevent him from getting the big drop, and he's just going to suffer a slow death. both players making quick work of the flower pattern. So we've got this pretty sizable drop on the left here, hanging on by a thread for Heelcaster, and popping the orange all the way on the left will lead into a chain. So there's some pretty solid damage potential here. The rainbow orbs kind of have their own damage calculation rules. If you drop something by making a rainbow orb match, you get a multiplier, and you can do some pretty heinous things. Alex in a very sticky spot here. We probably got ceiling push coming in soon. Yep, right on cue. Oh, missing the tuck, and I think he is just going to be out of space. Oh, unfortunately, the blue orb does not squeeze through. Gotta remember to do up dash. If you hold up, the cursor will aim straight up, which lets you do some, which makes some otherwise very difficult shots pretty easy. It's a great tech to have, and it's true in every puzzle bobble that I've played, at least. Right, Heelcaster finding some solid momentum off the start. Okay, Alex mounting a quick return volley though, finding some of the pieces he needs all in a row. Oh, great bank shot! And then these reds into the purples, into the blues, into more purples. Alex putting together quite a nice combo there. Very good attempt on the bank shot again from Alex, but it just comes up a little short. Oh, and now the tuck on that left side is impossible. Alex is gonna go down. Alright, so you and Hyacinth are going to play off stream, and it is going to be me and Heelcaster on stream. Yeah, sure. So I'll challenge Heelcaster. I gotta set the stream up real quick. I need to make my overlay more efficient. Let's get that Yomi hustle. Alright, nice tuck. Alright, momentum swings in my favor. Well, that was a silly gamble to take. And I'm just gonna get no... Yeah, no ores. I hedged my bets, and they were not good bets to hedge. Good shot. Alright. A hard-fought match. But I'm gonna take game one. Let it go. Forward. Bit of an awkward board here for me. Not having a left wall to bounce off of is really proving to be a thorn in my side. Oh! The ceiling push got me. Right as I was about to make the drop. I'm just never gonna see her. Literally 0 reds. Wow, I finally got one and it's too late. Oh my god. That was like 80 orbs. Wow. What a funny round. I mean, you imagine it has to come eventually, right? into a bad spot. That was a bad tuck to miss. Can I hit the bank shot of all time? No, I can't. But the lesser bank shot of some time. Whoa, my orbs are looking a little funny over here. I don't know what is on the board and what isn't. Okay, the board has been pushed back into alignment. Alright. Chaotic round, but will go to me again. Heelcaster, definitely no slouch. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Ah. I wouldn't have had enough time anyway. Ooh, that was a nice little puck. Alright, we got some momentum. That's gonna be 3 lines, so that's plenty of damage. I'm not gonna test my luck. Alright. Is that 3 me? I think it is. So, GG's. Yep, 3-1. Okay. So, Heelcaster won against Alex 3-0. Against Heelcaster 3-1. So, up next, Alexalchemy is playing Hyacinth. If we can take a peek at that until they finish. Maybe it'll let us fast forward up the... Probably not. Well, it looks like they just started. So maybe if we're lucky, we can fast forward through the character select and jump right into the action. We'll just keep an eye on how long it takes for them to finish. Alright. We've got Osaka from Alex this time, and Sakaki from Hyacinth. I gotta go back into that last match and count how many red orbs I went dry. That's some, like, legendary... That's like a legendary drought. Ooh, Alex almost missing a really funny, Ooh, great little drop there from Alex. Harder shot than it looks. Unfortunately, the shot Alex just went for there is impossible. You cannot catch the backside of that, that stack from that angle. However, it does not matter. Alex is going to hold it out. Alright, this is a wicked spire on the right side for Alex. He has no access to it. Actually, it's kind of the same way for both players here. Big spires that you don't have access to. Yeah, the ceiling push is just going to do Alex in there. Alright, big damage potential on the purple flat bar start. You just discard until you get a purple. You can usually get something pretty devastating. Whew, Alex making that shot way more difficult than it probably had to be, but still pulling it off. Ooh, he's gonna find the purple, or the green bar first as well, so... Putting together a pretty devastating attack. Hyacinth is on their last legs. Their board looking rather tight. Ooh, can Alex hit the bank shot? No, he under-angles it. However, the blue is a freebie. And that little poke is just enough to 50-50 Hyacinth and take game one. Oh, so calling it a 50-50 is a bit of Puzzle Wednesday lore. So when you have a spire and there's only like one column that the damage can kill you in, there is a 50-50 odds that any incoming damage will randomly fall into that column. So we call it getting 50-50'd, because you either die or you don't. The odds are not actually 50-50, but it feels like they are. Ooh, funny little drop there. Alex getting the match right as Hyacinth's orb hits his stack. Alex going for a pretty hard angle there. I'm not sure if that was possible, but it doesn't end up mattering because he finds some pretty nice damage elsewhere. Ooh! Hyacinth getting really lucky, the damage not falling into the column that would kill him. But unfortunately, discarding the green directly above the shooter is going to be pretty devastating. Okay, I like Alex putting up a little bit of a wall there on the right to prevent the reds from being blocked. So he is kind of just going to take all of the material on the bucket independently of the drop. Yeah, so Hyacinth getting a much more powerful drop there. Going to send 2 full lines. I like Alex not falling for the bait, putting the red on the right. Finally gets the purple. Lets him make some progress upwards on the board. Oh, and the ceiling push and the damage are going to come in right at the same time. And kind of double down on Hyacinth. So Alex is going to go up 2-0. Oh! Unfortunately for Alex, his pattern has a red exactly where the big drop point was. And Alex, unable to find a blue, is simply going to get boxed out by the shape of the pattern. I don't really have a name for this pattern, but it can be pretty explosive as well. Ooh, really nice bank shot there. Hyacinth getting into a sticky spot here as the board advances down to its lowest potential state. Oh! But it looks like an unforced error on Alex's side is gonna give the game to Hyacinth. Right, Hyacinth opting to donate the big match on the left, or on the right. Plans to take it at a later date. It is... oh, it's... I'm still opting not to take the big orange match. Curious if they just don't see it. Wow, really nice tuck there. That's a pretty difficult shot to make. And then opting to take the reds with a harder shot than required as well. So finally gonna cash in the big orange drop. Not much material left on board though, after all of the digging and damage and digging. Ooh. Alex left in an impossible 7-10 split scenario. When the piece you need is in the next queue, but you don't have anywhere to put the piece in your hands, is like the worst feeling in Puzzle Bobble. There's a handful of games that let you swap between the piece in your gun and the piece in your next queue, and it's such a nice feature. Really does a lot to help prevent you from just feeling like you get randomed out by bad RNG when you can swap to the next piece, or maybe if you're feeling real frisky, try to save a piece for later. Alright, Alex taking every purple on the board for his own personal collection. Right, pretty solid drops coming out of Hyacinth here. Momentum definitely shifting. Alex desperately needs a blue now. Might be in his best interest to just discard as fast as he can, because the only way he's getting out of this is with a blue. Oh, and he gets the blue, but unfortunately he opts to take the left side of the pattern, and the ceiling push is going to make him regret that. So we are on 2-2 now. This is our final game. Both players coming pretty close to canceling each other's shots out. If the balls collide in midair, they delete each other. Though I'm not sure who gets priority. I think it's who fires first. Ooh, great tuck from Alex there. And that's going to set up a sizable offensive lead. Hyacinth's board looking very cluttered. No super clear route down. Alex going for this top of the board tuck, but it did not pay off. Alright, so Alex here on match point. It's the purple pattern. This one's pretty hard to get an explosive start on because you just have to roll so many. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, we're watching your game. We're on like the last round probably. Since you were only like a minute ahead of us. You're currently up 6-5. Very close set. Alright, looks like the momentum is switching in your favor, though. Oh, you're still playing? The match is still going? Oh!
Oh, I thought when you hopped in VC, I thought that was the match being over. Oh, almost gets the... That's a super difficult tuck to get. Tucking to the right is a lot easier than tucking to the left, so trying to go for a shot like that is brave, but it pays off as you come out on top. Yeah, I mean, that was like, it was 3-2, and every game except for the last one went to round 3. You gotta channel it. All right, well, you're still in the hot seat since the bracket is linear. It's you and Juicy. Nope, this is losers semis. Yep. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. I just totally remembered. I totally forgot I had a stream element. I haven't been updating. Yeah, yep. All right, we are in losers semis. I see him in Puzzle Wednesday, so I know he's here. Good luck. Oh, are you in? Oh, there we go. Juicy on the left. All right. Oh, not going to be the Osaka mirror. It's going to be Tomo. Tomo has a pattern that is very similar to a character who is near and dear to my heart, Braum, the slug in a bag. My favorite Puzzle Bobble alien. Who is the top tier of his game. So, it's kind of interesting that, Tomo isn't quite as strong as Bram is, despite having such a similar pattern. I think there being only 6 colors in this game makes a pretty big difference. That and the fact that the wood blocks are more focused towards the outside. Alright, so both players getting a little close to the top board. This big drop on in the center is bridged on both sides, so both players just gonna have to dig all the way through it here. Yeah, Juicy's stealing some material from Alex's side of the board and using it to mount quite an attack. Getting a 3-piece follow-up on the drop means he sends quite a large hit. Oh! Hold on, let me turn my Discord audio on. Yeah, Alexalchemy hopped into the voice chat, and I forgot I wasn't recording Discord. Alright, Alex bridging the stack on the right side, but that gives him, prevents Juicy from stealing it on the left. And he's gonna get to dig through it on his own now. Every time Tomo takes damage, she yells "Bonkurazu Jane," which means I'm not a knucklehead. Despite there being insurmountable evidence to the contrary. So Juicy getting a little tight here at top board. Looking for a way down. Ooh, and that full line of damage is just gonna come right with the ceiling push. And the twofer is too much. Juicy was getting so ready to snipe that. Ooh, Alex unfortunately gonna miss the tuck there. But that just means there's a lot of saved damage potential on Alex's board, because that whole left side is ripe for the taking. This wood block right in the middle of the board is going to be a huge obstacle in terms of dealing with or getting to it, though. Okay, everything's held up by this yellow. While Juicy sitting very comfortably high on board, looking for opportunities to just poke Alex out once and for all. Oh, Alex unfortunately blocking off his access to this big drop on the left. Now the wood block won't kill him outright, but he is running out of space here. And with the stack bridge to the left side, there is not much he can do anymore. So Juicy is going to take game one. After soul-searching through the cast for approximately 1 second, Alexalchemy returns to his pick of choice. Nice little constructed drop from Alex there. Oh, Juicy going for a very difficult shot up into the top left. But the orange catching the side of the blue. Oh, same thing happening to Alex there. Those of you familiar with the shape and feel of other Puzzle Bobble games, the bubble physics in this one are definitely just different enough to throw you off. Okay, Alex, unfortunately. Oh! Maybe a second chance? No, not quite. Alright, we have the chaos start. Who's gonna get the orange into red combo first? Is that gonna be how the game plays out? Hard to say. So we're seeing another drought here. Okay. Oh, a tragic misdrop from Alex. Hitting that center spire at the wrong angle. It's going to cost him the round. Ooh, am I buffering? Yeah, I'm buffering. We return to the buffer zone. So Juicy up 2-0. All right, Alex getting a follow-up match there means he's going to send a little bit more garbage than Juicy. So the trade comes out in his favor. Ooh, nice bridge from Juicy, preventing that from turning into a drop. Ooh, Alex making that bank shot incredibly difficult for himself, though. And Juicy kind of just playing on Alex's side of the board here. Oh, great! Great bank from Alex. Unfortunately, Alex is getting all the colors out of order. It's getting the right ones, but it's making it very difficult for him to progress upward through the board. You know, Juicy has some rather strange builds accumulating, though he has cashed in a couple of drops all in a row now, and he has put Alex in the hurt locker. Whoa, and the ceiling push. Gonna close out that round. Juicy on set point. Alex finding some helpful pieces to downstack. Unfortunately, he's perpetually being peppered with harassment from Juicy here, and is having a really hard time making definitive progress. The pace Juicy is shooting bubbles just means that the shared board push. Oh, and that damage coming in such a mean spot. Oh, and then getting 50-50 right on top of it. So Juicy is going to win and move on.
Alright, GG's. That was fun, at the very least.
Thanks for coming out, Alex.
Yeah, no problem. I literally did not practice for this game.
And big thanks for hosting this event, because you do a great job with this whole thing.
Oh, no problem. I saw how fun this game is. I'm like, you know what? Let me just bring this game back again. So that's why I'm kind of glad to be hosting another bracket for this, and hopefully for future acts to come. Because this is actually like my favorite puzzle bubble, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably either my favorite or second favorite puzzle bubble.
Oh, really?
I can't decide if this is if it's this or Puzzle Bobble 4 is my favorite. I like them both very, very much.
All right, I'm gonna leave you to it for now. Take care, dude.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out.
No problem.
Oh, wait, I gotta jump in spectator. Juicy on the left. All right. save this to losers finals? I did. Alright. We've got another Osaka versus Tomo. But who is going to bully who here? Oh! Juicy, unfortunately, overcorrecting on the blue. Heelcaster, unfortunately, unable to squeeze through that one block gap. Not sure it's a possible shot at all, but when you're that low on board, it can be worth a try. Wow, some fireworks really going back and forth here, but because both players were making matches, a lot of the damage canceled out, so we see some positive movement up the board. Oh, big steal. Right, Juicy mounting pretty solid offense there. He's gonna take it. So that's the first round to Juicy, but it was hard fought. So this could be a real slobber knocker. Alright, I kind of like this triangle Juicy has constructed on his opponent's side of the board. The greens there are going to be accessible to him much sooner than they are to Heelcaster. And we could see a really funny full board drop here shortly. Oh no, Juicy misses the shot! Juicy just gonna mash for ceiling push, but it doesn't matter. Heelcaster runs out of space. So game one is gonna go to Juicy. Oh, Juicy unfortunately missing the tuck into the greens there. However, the shape of the pattern coming out in his favor as all of the greens come his way. Spire on the left, though, is really uncomfortable. Without a wall on the right, it is very difficult to get the trickier bank shots, but it's not going to matter because the damage is still going to just spike him out. It's CH, welcome CH Mad Dog. I'm not sure there is a definitive best character. There's kind of like Osaka, Yomi, and Sakaki are all really good at their own thing, and it kind of depends on how you like to play. If you can get momentum, it's pretty, like, just taking a bunch of damage from Yomi is basically a death sentence. If you run into a little bit of a slower board start, though, Sakaki can really just, like, accumulate a bad board on your side over time. Osaka can as well, to a lesser extent, since her rebounds aren't quite as disastrous as as Yomi's are. So the top three, as it were, are pretty evenly matched. Juicy, unfortunately, in a really unfortunate start. The momentum of the game just not going in his favor right off the bat. Now starved for a blue orb, is never going to get that drink of water that he needs. So we've got game 2 going to Heelcaster. And I'm thinking we switch back to first to 3 for grand finals. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. There's a lot that can go on in versus because the center wall isn't there. It really opens up some very interesting strategies. Like on that big red drop, sometimes you'll see good players bridge the gaps. Yeah, the fact that you can shoot bubbles to your opponent's board is like a super unique dynamic. There's all sorts of funny stuff you can do with stealing your opponent's drops to hit them with their own damage. You can attach their drops to your drops and like steal them that way, or just prevent them from making them at all. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting stuff. You can also just discard onto your opponent's side of the board, or just put a piece in a bad spot and block things off. It's a super interactive game for a puzzle game, which is really nice in my opinion. Since a lot of puzzle games are kind of just two people playing single player at the same time. There's a little bit of interaction, but it's usually pretty indirect, like sending a little bit of damage or something. But this, you can directly interact with your opponent's board, and that's basically untouched territory in puzzle games. And it works out pretty well. It doesn't end up being super broken. There aren't any really like game-winning degenerative strats. It's just like adds an extra interesting layer. Ooh, Juicy unfortunately missing the bank shot. They're getting his drop stolen. Ooh, nice bank shot from Juicy. The board is getting very tight, but he's making good use of space by discarding onto this spire on the right that is going to get cut off by the wall. So, very smart play there. Meanwhile, Heelcaster is completely full. Their board has no more room to accept garbage. I guess they could have snuck one last piece into that little pocket with pretty close to frame perfect shot, but that game is going to go to Juicy. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I mentioned it before, but it's probably, if not my favorite, tied for my favorite Puzzle Bobble. just because it's so unique. Juicy has some funny drop potential here. Okay, the bubble gets converted into an orange, so... Alright, momentum heavily swinging in Heelcaster's favor here as the board empties onto Juicy's side. Alright. Opening momentum is going to go Heelcaster's way. Juicy's gonna pepper their board with some miscellaneous garbage to see if he can disrupt that. Alright, Juicy putting together a pretty solid offense there, gets a few great little drops off. Unfortunately forced to take the Spire from the bottom up, so does not get any great offensive pressure off of that. Oh, but this big blue match... Oh, but it's not a drop! It's been bridged. However, unfortunately for Heelmaster, did not matter that they successfully bridged that drop because the rest of their board was in dire straits. I mentioned before, this start is pretty hard to get a lot of momentum going. Ooh, I like the way Juicy took that left side. Unfortunately, the damage coming in means this purple shot is actually impossible, so even though he freed up those orbs, that extra little piece there on the right side blocked off his angle at the correct shot. And so we're going to go into Game 5. Oh, I thought it crashed again. Every time it starts buffering, it throws me for a loop. So we enter the buffer zone. I only wish for this game is that I wish there was a way to unlock Yukari for versus. The final boss of the Verse CPU arcade mode is the teacher from Azumanga Daioh, and her pattern is just like absolutely broken. It's just so overpowered in every possible conceivable way. It's so funny. It would be nice to see how that would play out in a PvP scenario. It would probably have to be banned because it's just it would over-centralize the meta for sure, but it would be very interesting to see either way. Oh, Juicy missing that blue tuck, but it doesn't matter. So once again on match point. Getting a 1cc in this game is actually pretty hard because you can just get randomed out by the last boss very, very easily. The only way to win against her is to just absolutely slam her from the get-go with a super, super strong opening, and then never let her recover. And sometimes that just... Oh no, Juicy! Juicy really wanted to get the double drop, but instead of, So instead of discarding to the left, he tried to sneak it around the stack, but it did not pan out. A little bit of up dash. Ooh. Juicy taking a little too long to get to the, Uh-oh. Juicy now in a pretty sticky spot here. Oh! And the 50-50. After going up to match point twice, Heelcaster is going to steal it out from under Juicy's nose. So we're gonna head over to Grand Finals. So Heelcaster returns for the rematch. Come on, let's start. There we go. Alright, we've gotten Osaka. I'm gonna play Sakaki. Oh, that bridged. Whoop, see, the bridge on the right side prevented me from getting that drop. Wasn't enough to save the round, but it was a very good defensive play. Alright. So they actually got a better opening than I did, because I missed one of my shots. As much as I love the characters in Azumanga Daioh, sometimes the little put-ins are obstructive at best. Oh, nice. Alright, that should be a pretty solid attack. I'm gonna let Heelcaster decide if they want this to be first to 3 or first to 5. I'm fine doing it either way. Yeah, see, Sakaki's pattern when you take a bunch of damage is just so mean. And now I've constructed... This is the other aspect of the no middle wall, is I constructed a drop that was impossible for me to... Okay, we're gonna do the full first 5. you can construct drops that are gettable very easily on a normal Puzzle Bobble board, and just straight up impossible to get on a board without a center wall. The really big thing to learn in this game is that, unlike other Puzzle Bobbles, where it's really about either making a big drop and just like soloing your opponent with something that's just like impossible to recover from, this game is it's more about building a board state that you can chain off of. Your drop doesn't actually have to be that big if you follow it up with something good. So just like constructing pairs and not greeting too much are actually going to do a lot more for you in the long run. I definitely think she's not the best character for sure, but I definitely think the most interesting character is Kagura. Getting to play around the like sending the star orb over to your opponent and then stealing it from them is such a cool, like, meta advancement that you can't do in any other Puzzle Bobble game. Uh-oh, I'm in a sticky spot here. I took a lot of damage. Oh, and the bank shot didn't pan out. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay. Oop, like to play. Oh, 50-50'd. I gambled, and it did not pay off. That was a really bad miss. Unfortunately for them, I just found something even better. Yeah, just see, Like, there wasn't really anything particularly big in that match that I just made, but because I kept making small matches after it, the damage adds up really quick. You don't need a full drop to get damage every time like you do in the other bobbles, and I've rubber banded my board back on myself. Oh, that's a bad drop. Pretty costly. Okay, let's see what start we get this time. Oh, the big orange drop. See, like, just making sure you have a couple of small follow-ups makes a huge difference in how much damage you're gonna send. And you can just stack up some crazy momentum. If your opponent doesn't match the amount of damage, they're just gonna get run over. Like, just playing a little bit faster is like an exponential difference in damage. Oh, I missed the bank shot. Oh! They bridged their stack. Fortunately, that is going to be game, though. Alright, everybody. One last time. Remember, we're not here just to have fun. We're also here to promote a good cause. If you can, swing over to the Matcherino and to donate some money to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. In the meantime, I hope you had some fun tonight, whether you were watching or playing. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the week of festivities as we continue to play many, many games. There's a whole host of brackets. I'm entering 3 or 4 myself. I'm also hosting Neo Turf Masters this Saturday. If you like golf, that's my personal favorite golf game. So, thank you everybody for coming out. Shoutouts to Alex for putting this together every year. It's always great to participate in a cause for the greater good. And come on out for any of the other brackets that you hear about in this cool event. Well, with that, I'm going to leave you off for the night. Feel free to. I don't know who's still playing or if we're the last event going on. Maybe I'll send you over on a raid. Let's see who's still streaming. Oh, Vampire Savior. Who's streaming that? Does anybody know who's streaming? Oh yeah, Combo Breaker 2024 was great for Neo Turf Masters. I'm excited to go back again, and I'm also excited to head over to Frosty Faustings. Oh yeah, let's go raid Joe P. Real. So I'm going to send you all over there. You can watch the progenitor of anime games. Vampire Savior is a classic. So, good night, everybody. See you all next time.